Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's go. Yeah, yeah. What do you think
Do
of that,
Little
Graham?
John next.
What are you
Who?
doing?
What am I doing?
Little
Yeah, what
John.
are you doing?
Dude, you ever hear of hit rapper and musical artist DaBaby?
I have heard about him.
Wow. What do you think of him, Graham?
I enjoy some of his songs.
You
I
enjoy
would
some of his
say I'm
songs?
a fan.
You're a
I'd say
fan
I'm
of
a fan.
DaBaby?
I would say I'm a fan. Yeah.
Do you attend the church?
I do not attend the church.
Do you pull up to the church in the convertible?
I unfortunately do not have the convertible, so I cannot pull up in the convertible.
Have you ever sit in the pew
I
and
have not
read?
sat in the pew
You
because
ever
I
you
have
ever
no way
read
of getting to the church.
you ever read the Holy Bible?
I have not read the Holy Bible.
What you ever sing in the choir?
I have not sung in the choir.
Wow, we gotta expose you to some new cultures, Graham.
You're right. I
Yeah.
have no culture.
You don't. You're just
Oh
Graham.
my god. I have a foot cramp. I'm so sorry.
All right. On
I
that note,
SMH my head.
welcome
I
back
can't
to
see
the
myself.
Big Stick Policy Podcast. Oh, Laura's gonna mute herself. All right.
Happy Thursday.
Yeah, it's not Thursday. We're recording early because
Yeah,
it's a Wednesday night
it's
now.
a
We usually,
Wednesday.
for those of you who don't know, we usually record on Thursday at 10 o'clock at night. It's actually Wednesday at 10 o'clock because my friend, co-host Graham is not gonna be able to record tomorrow because he is traveling to
I
a
am traveling.
college on a college visit to Pittsburgh.
Yes, I am.
I know
To
it's pretty
Pittsburgh.
cool. It's amazing.
I'm quite excited.
I am also quite excited. Well, I'm quite excited for you.
You know,
So,
Sean, thank you.
Mhm.
I appreciate it.
I know, right? So, obviously, welcome back to the Big Stick Policy Podcast. Today, who are we talking about, Graham? We were talking about. I like how I just asked you who we're talking about. I'm gonna go who we. I'm gonna
You're
answer.
just gonna tell
Yeah.
me who it is.
Yeah.
Say it like it is.
One second. Well, we are talking about um Martin Van Buren today. Present after
Martin
Jackson.
Van
Yeah.
Buren.
No, that's not the reaction you want.
Let's
I didn't even
go.
realize he was a president.
Man, don't hate on my mans. Just
No,
'cause
no,
he's an
no
off-brand
hate. I just
Jackson.
didn't recognize. I didn't know.
Man.
But to be fair, like, can we expect that of me? Because I'm not a citizen. Like, do I get a different set of expectations?
Man.
Man,
I'm gonna take that as I don't get a pass.
you don't.
Alright, fair enough. You know, I might apply for dual, actually.
For dual citizenship?
Yeah.
Wow,
Anyways.
very
You
interesting.
should try.
You think I should?
Yeah, why not? It can't hurt, right?
You should.
Yeah. You know.
Just shoot
Yeah.
your shot. You got
Shoot
this.
my shot with the American people.
With the American people.
Right, okay. Keep that in mind.
All right.
Alright. Back to the introduction, Sean, sorry.
Well, today we're going to be talking about Martin Van Buren, 8th President of the United States after Andrew Jackson. Very similar to Jackson in many ways. He's not that important. Like Jackson does a lot of stuff because he's like Jackson and he's just insane. So, Van Buren's just kind of a continuation of Jackson. So, yeah. So why don't we get into it, Graham? You got a little thing you want to talk about, Martin Van Buren?
Yeah, a little thing.
Go for it.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of a big thing. It was the Panic of 1837. We might think it's a little thing now, but back then it was pretty big. So this happens right when Van Buren enters the office, and this is kind of when the economy is doing well, and then it doesn't do so well. What happens is 2 months into his presidency, on May 10th, 1837. Some important banks, mainly in New York, are running out of hard currency. And so now they stop, and everyone who's coming in with their paper money, they won't change that paper money into gold or silver. And this pretty much causes a financial crisis because now people's money isn't worth anything. And it pretty much causes a 5-year depression, and pretty much a bunch of banks fail, and employment reaches a record high. And so Van Buren, this isn't great, but so he blames the economic collapse on the American people and on foreign businesses and financial institutions, and also like just saying that, hey, we've overextended our credit. So what happens is it's a big uproar. The Whigs are blaming the Democrats are blaming the Whigs. They're also going back to, they're saying, hey, you know what, this is Jackson's fault. It's kind of like just a bunch of finger pointing. No one's owning up to it. Nobody wants to help people. Everybody's just like, hey, it's their fault, not our fault. Pretty much. And then what actually happens is nothing happens until Jackson goes to Van Buren and he's like, fix this. And this is also, it's interesting because we didn't talk about this, but Jackson and this guy named Nicholas Biddle got into a big bank war because both have differing opinions on the bank. And he's another person who's like, this is Jackson's fault. And so pretty much, yeah, this panic causes a bigger problem because it lasts for 5 years and it really puts American credit to waste. And it took a while for America to just get back up on its feet.
Very interesting. Not unlike many of the other panics that occur within our nation's history, because there are several that will happen during this century that we're talking about alone. We're only into, 1837?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
1837.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's basically one major thing that happens under Van Buren. I'm going to talk about the next one, which is big. It's kind of mostly what he's talked about for, which is the Indian Removal Act, or at least Indian removal. So, as we talked about last time, what happened? So Jackson kind of is a big supporter of the Indian Removal Act, which basically says, hey, we're going to take these Native American tribes that are kind of situated in like the kind of southeast region, and we're going to kick them out to the west so we can put our farmers and our people on that land. So basically what happens is Van Buren sees that thing through. So what happens is he kind of enforces that policy, which leads to the Trail of Tears, which is not a fun thing at all. Which is basically where they get a bunch of the Native American tribes, they kind of get them all together, and they have them walk all the way across to the west, around to Oklahoma in that area. And now, if you know about that land, it's not very good. It's not as good as the Southeast in terms of what the Native Americans were going to use it for. So they kind of get shafted a bit, which is not good, They're kind of forced out against their will. And, just overall not a good thing for the Native Americans. Graham, Trail of Tears is exactly it's why it's called that. It's a
exactly
Trail of Tears. It's sad as hell.
Trail of Tears.
Yeah.
It's a sad walk.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What's up?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, we forgot to mention our local British correspondent Laura is back with us.
Yeah, and it's worse this time because I have picked up a little bit of an accent.
She's starting to speak Irish. She's watching this show called Love Island, and it's full of Irish people, right?
It's like British people, yeah.
Yeah, but so you're starting to pick up more of that lingo.
Okay, right. So each episode is an hour long, whatever. And I watched 12 straight episodes. And when I was watching it, I just kept imitating the accents. And here we are.
Sick.
Alright.
Because I thought it would be fun, but I didn't realize it would carry over. Because I've been doing it so much in the past, day.
Well, that's very interesting.
That is very interesting.
Wow, so we basically covered the major parts of Martin Van Buren already.
Yeah.
he's really not. I mean, what does he do? He runs for re-election. He wins that. People like him, I guess. What else happens? He served as Jackson's Secretary of State in his first term. In his Jackson's second term, he was his vice president.
Oh yeah.
What does he do after? He retires. He continues to I guess, support different candidates for president, different parties, you know,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is nuts. You know, he's
Did you know that English was his second language?
yeah, you know, isn't he? He's Dutch, right?
Oh, what gave it away, the Van or the Buren?
Both.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Was he born in America?
Yeah, I think.
Right, so
Oh, okay.
apparently he
He's
was
just
the first president
Dutch.
that was a citizen of the U.S.
Very interesting.
English was his second language.
Yes.
Huh.
So he grows up in a Dutch family.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
He born and died in the same place.
I know he helped
was
found the
born-
Democrat Party.
He was birthed.
Yeah.
I don't know, what's the
Birthed?
right way to say that?
Birthed. Yeah.
born.
Or born. Either
Or
works.
Born in. Born
Yeah.
in is, I guess, a little bit more colloquial. And a little less awkward.
Yes.
Right, okay, moving on.
Alright, so.
Oh, no way, hold on a second.
What?
He earned the nicknames Little Magician. I'm sorry, can we analyze that?
What?
What?
That's funny.
I just, like,
Little magician. He does kind of look like a little
Little
magician.
Magician?
Well, but where I understand the little part, but where's the magician part come from?
Probably from those chops. You looking at that?
Yeah, but like
Goddamn.
that doesn't make you a magician. Like, can he do like cool card tricks or
They
something?
look magical.
That would be awesome if he could do cool card tricks.
Mm.
He does look like a magic. He looks like a dwarf. He's probably a very, very tall, average height man, but
Why I look it up, it's the first thing that comes up. Why was Van Buren called the Little Magician?
that's amazing. We need to investigate this further.
Actually.
He was known as
5'6".
the
Oh my
Little
God, I'm taller than
Magician
him.
for his remarkable political agility, summoned spirits to divine the democratic or loco foco prospects for election, and so he's a witch.
He's a
He summons
wizard.
Spirits.
He's a wizard.
He's a wizard.
So he's like Dumbledore's president.
What? How do
That's-
these people elect him?
How do we?
That's
What?
crazy. He sits in an astrological circle, conjuring up imps and smoking a
I'm
pipe.
sorry, astrology?
Please, no. We're not bringing up that
This
thing.
man's crazy. How did he become
Like,
president?
spacism.
I don't know. What did you say, Laura?
You guys keep calling it spacism.
'Cause it
It's
is.
literally just. It's not. It doesn't
Yeah.
discriminate against anyone.
Yeah, it does.
Oh my god. You're just pressed because you don't know the power of crystals yet.
I'm sorry,
Wait
what
until-
did you just say?
Until Moldavite finds you.
What is
Wait.
Moldavite?
Yeah, exactly. Underdeveloped. You're
W-
just underdeveloped.
I'm sorry?
You.
Wow. That is harsh words.
You don't know
From
what life is until you put rose quartz in your bra. That's all I'm saying.
What?
Is there something do you need help? Is
No,
there someone I can refer to you?
Maybe a bit. What?
911, what's your emergency?
911?
My emer-
What is your emergency room?
I
Tell
don't
me.
think I have an emergency.
Do you have an emergency?
I don't think I do.
Oh, you
I
have an emergency?
I don't have an emergency actually. You know, I've had a pretty good day so far.
Really?
I'm pretty tired. To let you guys know, I came back from I left for Washington D.C. Early this morning because I visited American University. Yeah,
Really?
I liked it. I really liked it. Captain America is a pretty cool character, but no, I visited American University. I really liked it. It is awesome. So like, you know, if you ever get the chance to go down to DC and check it out, it really is a beautiful campus. So yeah, like we said, I think a couple episodes ago, me and Graham both got in. Graham, you're more interested in like Pitt and URI though, right?
Yes, those are my two top choices.
I've become very interested in American, just because
Really?
like, you know, obviously I host a podcast about presidents. I'm a big history nerd and like
honestly,
government
I think
nerd.
that's like a great location. For
I know,
you.
right?
Like, I honestly, what better location to have?
Really?
It's totally see you thriving there. Like the school campus environment, I think.
I know,
Even
it's
before you visited it, I
it's-
just thought that it would be a great fit.
it
If
really
you
is
were
awesome.
looking for that smaller campus feel, which I feel like it gives you. And it's
Mhm.
also in DC, and you're like a big history person, so
I
what
know.
better combination to have?
Laura,
So
it's
I'm
like
very
you tell
happy
the
for you.
future or something.
You tell them the future.
Are you like Van Buren?
Are you
Oh, of
are you the magician?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
both have chops, actually.
Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. But yeah, I got to visit American after it's in the DC area. So after my tour, I got to go look at DC itself. I could see a few monuments. The Vietnam War Memorial was actually pretty cool. I got to see the reflecting pool. Very interesting. I saw the Washington Monument from afar, and then I got to see the Lincoln Memorial up close.
Really?
Took a bunch of pictures.
Very
It
cool.
was very, very interesting. I will say I got a lot to think about because honestly, I'm very enticed by American University. I think it is a very, very nice college.
Mm.
I know.
That's great, dude.
I think you
Plus,
know what? It is
you
great.
could only be 10 minutes away from me.
I know you've committed to a college, haven't you?
I have. Yeah.
Tell the people where you're going.
I'm going to University of Maryland next year. I'm
Wow,
very excited.
Let's
amazing,
go.
amazing. Maryland's a pretty cool place.
I'm meeting my roommate next week.
Your
Really?
room? Where are you
You
guys?
figured
Where
out
are
your
you?
roommate already?
How?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, that's
We
cool.
I posted on their Facebook, and she reached out because I added my other socials and stuff, and we just sent a lot of videos back and forth and stuff. So
That's
and we just really vibed, and we were just this is too good to not room.
Nice.
that
Yeah.
is pretty cool.
I got lucky because it was easy. I know that some people don't have such an easy time.
Very interesting.
Very nice.
Yeah. That's my
That's good. That's good.
little story.
Wow. So Maryland, they have a lot of crabs. Like they do like a whole crab theme of like everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, one thing. My roommate's 4'11" though, and I'm 5'7".
Wow.
Damn.
You're the tall one now.
I feel like I've always been a little tall.
You're like
No.
you're 5'7". You're like average height.
Sean, you're
No,
6'2".
actually,
I don't want to hear it.
average height
Excuse
for
me.
a
I'm
woman is-
6'3", Graham.
You're
Right,
6'3". Everyone's short to you.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why I say height
I
is
think that
height is
The
a
average
perspective.
height for a woman is 5'4" in the U.S.
Wow.
Okay, beast. You're
Wow.
above
Okay.
average.
You got some extra growth juices, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
How does biology work?
No, yeah. 5'4" apparently.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
The average weight is 170.6 pounds. What?
Wow. I'm like around there.
Wait, hold on. So I said, how tall are American women? As of 2016, the average height for an American woman 20 years old and up is just under 5'4". The average weight is 176. I would not expected that to be the average weight of an. Actually, I can see that. I watch way too much of My 600-Pound Life. Never mind.
That's a thing?
Yeah, so it's basically have you ever seen My 600-Pound Life?
Clearly I haven't, as I asked.
No.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. Sorry. I don't know.
Explain. I need more
Okay, so
information.
basically, My 600-Pound Life is they take very obese people in the United States and basically to show about them losing weight. Or some people fail. I remember there was this one guy that was addicted to narcotics that was on the show, and he kept going into hospital to get more narcotics and saying that he was just having pain from obesity, and they would just give it to him. I don't know. It was super weird, but
Wow.
it makes me feel, I don't know. I watch those types of shows so that I don't feel gross about my eating habits.
Wow.
I don't know. It makes me feel better.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Very
It's
eye-opening.
inspiring though.
You know
I don't know,
who? No one inspires me.
600-pound people losing weight.
You know who inspires me?
Who inspires you?
Who does inspire me? It's a good question.
Actually, do you have a role model?
Do I have a? I don't think I do. There's not many
Oh
people
my
in this
God.
world that I look
I
up to.
just spilled all my water down my shirt. Again.
You've had this happen before.
Oh.
You need to stop missing your mouth.
Just invest in straws.
Invest in straws, Laura.
Okay, right. So I do have a metal straw, but I This water bottle is a wide mouth.
What does that mean?
It just means it has a lot of girth on it.
Does
That
the
sounds so gross.
does the water bottle have a hole in it that you drink water through?
Right, so at the top,
Okay,
you know
okay,
where it...
okay. So here's what you do. You put the straw through that hole.
Yeah, I know, but my straw's across the room, and I don't feel like getting it.
Are you talking into your cup right now? I can hear the echo.
Mm.
That's funny. Well, we
God.
haven't talked a lot about Van Buren. There's not much to talk about with him. He just kind of does his thing he doesn't do anything notable. We're getting to like that area where we got like the list of presidents before the Civil War, but also after like the founding fathers and like Jackson, who just don't do much. They're just kind of there.
Okay, so like podcast-wise, it's obviously more interesting to talk about presidents that like were controversial.
Well, yeah.
But, like as a president, like
We got to go in order.
right.
Yeah.
But as far as presidents go, like, do you think it's better to be boring as a president or to do like to fuck shit up?
Oh, it's 100 times better to fuck shit up. Fuck shit up.
Not necessarily like fuck shit up in a bad way, but just like
do something important that people remember you for.
Yeah, at least people are remembering him.
Yeah, whether it's good or bad, people are going to remember you for it.
True.
Like, everyone remembers Jackson, even though he was kind of a maniac.
I don't know. I feel like if you're a president, you want to have the least tainted image as possible.
But then people don't remember you.
People don't remember.
But you also want to do something important.
You want to do something you want to be like...
Do you think you'd be able to have both? Because I feel like...
Yeah.
Like, is there a president that's been able to do both?
Yes.
Like Washington?
FDR. Lincoln. First Roosevelt. Who else? I guess, to an extent, Kennedy.
Oh, Kennedy.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just...
He did a lot of important things, but I guess after his death, there's a lot of things about him. There's a little shady going on,
LBJ.
LBJ doesn't have... Like, yeah, I mean, like, he did a lot of important stuff.
A big deal.
He does some stuff. But like the Millard Fillmores and the Franklin Pierces.
Yeah.
The James Garfields, the Chester A. Arthurs. No one really remembers them. Well, I mean, like, hopefully we will be able to shed some light on some of the things they did. Whether that be good or bad for them, for their legacy, but... No, yeah, it's 100 times, like, I'd rather be a president that did, like, people remember. Because people are going to remember you. Like, you go up to the average person on the street, they're not going to know who Zachary Taylor was. So, yeah.
I don't know.
Me neither, we're just kind of floating around on this space rock in the space. Orbiting
I mean, that's what
a giant ball of gas.
Like, oh, nothing matters. Like
a
we're on a
nihilist?
floating rock in space, nothing matters,
Yeah.
but it
I
does.
think that's a nihilist.
It does matter.
Graham, you like nihilism? What are you about?
I would say I'm against it. I mean, it's not great.
Man, I'm just
Are you with that or like?
I'm more of a, some people are like, glass half full, glass half empty. I'm more of a glass has water in it type vibe.
I believe that. It's just, I don't believe in God, so like, not to, be that
Graham,
type of person.
what god do you believe in?
I don't.
Harry
You
Styles.
Harry Styles. This
think-
took a turn.
I definitely
I
don't
think
believe in
it's
Harry Styles as God.
That's God.
He's a guy.
What? No, I'm just kidding.
He makes music and stuff, right?
He does.
He does.
It's
Very.
cool.
He's good. It's cool. It's cool.
Isn't he an actor too?
He has acted. He was in that one movie,
He's in
Dunkirk. Yeah,
He's in
Dunkirk.
a couple...
That's on HBO.
He's
I gotta watch that. I've heard it's good.
He's in an upcoming movie.
An upcoming
with Olivia
movie.
Wilde, I think, because they were like supposedly dating,
Ooh.
but I think they're not anymore.
Fancy.
I don't know.
Damn.
Whatever.
Damn. Like the album.
SMH my head.
What is SMH? SMH means shake my head, right?
Yeah.
So
I
you
thought it
just
was
said
so much
shake
hate.
my head, my head.
Yeah.
I thought
That's
it was
not-
so much hate.
I don't even know
Well,
anymore.
time for Urban Dictionary.
So much hate.
Laura, are you a big fan of Urban Dictionary?
I use it way too much because I don't understand what you guys say all the time.
I don't understand half the things I say.
No, like you guys will say like some random word, and I'm like, I gotta Urban Dictionary this real quick because I need to not sound stupid.
Laura, what's your opinion on appendicitis?
Appendicitis?
Yeah.
I don't know. What is that?
Urban Dictionary.
I don't know.
Wait, fuck's sake. What was the word that I was just trying to look up?
Appendicitis.
Appendicitis.
No.
Gangrene.
An inflammation
that's-
of the appendix.
No.
What is an
what was the-
appendix?
I was like, I have to Urban Dictionary this really quick.
It causes pain in your lower right abdomen.
Ow.
Magna. That's
However, in most
lower
people,
pit.
pain begins around the navel.
What is a navel?
That's like your belly button.
That's a belly button? I got one of
They
those.
taught us that in lifeguarding class.
Oh
doing,
yeah, I remember.
That used to be our mouth. Isn't that weird?
What?
Our belly button. Oh,
Yeah.
you're right. Whoa. That's
Yeah, it's
that's
weird.
freaky to think about.
Kind of makes me regret putting that blackberry in your belly button on Monday.
That I don't regret that at
Oh
all.
my god, wait, what was the, what word was I gonna Urban Dictionary? Oh, SMH, I'm sorry.
It's not a word. It's more of an acronym. It's like shield.
Right, but,
It's more of a way of life,
oh,
actually.
it is shaking my head. I don't know why I thought it was so much hate.
It's more of a lifestyle.
It could mean that.
You just gotta make
mean,
it
it's
mean what you
open
want it to mean.
interpretation.
It really is
Exactly.
up to interpretation.
Mm.
So, here we are. What else is going on in your life, Graham?
This is more of a therapy session.
This
than a
really is. We're taking a big detour. We're gonna start.
I mean,
You know,
I don't mind.
now we got these. This is kind of an off the cuff thing because we got to record early. So, we can't actually have we couldn't have Tyler on because his thing for Martin Van Buren and his segment of me fighting presidents isn't ready. So he's gonna be back next week with two of them, both Van Buren and our
What
topic
more
of
could
next
you
week.
want?
What more could you want? So this is kind of just like
Let's
a
go.
filler shirt. We're on spring break right now, so we got a bunch of stuff going on. Visiting colleges
Oh, yeah.
as best we can, and just
Yeah.
trying to get things done.
Like, who would have known that it would have been still like this a year later?
Wow. It's
Like,
big
I
to think about.
remember thinking, like, oh, it'll be 2 weeks, and I
Mar-
was, like, convinced
March
about it.
14th,
Yeah.
2020.
Wait, well,
Day of
technically,
reckoning.
wasn't it the 13th?
I don't even know.
Well,
It was
school
one of
closed
those.
down on the 13th. I was on a date on the 14th, actually.
You were on a date on the 14th?
Yeah. That was the
Wow.
last thing I did before everything shut down. I went on a date.
That is
That's sick.
hilarious.
How did it go?
Yeah.
How did it go?
Uh,
Obviously
I
not
got
well.
ghosted.
You got ghosted. Damn.
Well, yeah, but it was by a redhead.
Oof.
Ooh.
Oof.
I got a good
Interesting.
redhead now, but
You
not,
do.
not
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Laura is the girlfriend of our usual co-host and segment host, Tyler.
Ew.
For all you people, I feel like we should. Tyler's a redhead.
Send them some love.
Send him some love. I want to see fan art.
If we get 1,000 likes,
If we get
Laura
1,000,
and Tyler will kiss on the next podcast episode.
they will. We'll put a video of them kissing on the next podcast episode.
No, that's weird to record. Don't do that.
Why not?
Why not?
It'd be cool.
1,000
Laura,
likes and it
Laura, if we get
happens.
1,000 likes, you got to do it for the content.
Only if it's consensual.
All right.
It takes two to tango, so I can't just agree to that on.
What if you tango
I
with
think he'll agree to that.
What if you tango with a clone of yourself? Is that that's technically still you?
Is that why was I gonna incest?
What?
Well,
No, it's
not
a clone of you.
I just feel like I just wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't
I
do
don't
that?
like myself that much.
Wow.
That's like peak of narcissism,
Wow. That's
isn't it?
I don't know. I feel like I'd do that.
There's a lot of S's in there.
There's a lot of S's in that word. Well, anyway, guys, that was our very, very odd and out of the blue impromptu podcast where we talked about Martin Van Buren for 10 minutes and then a bunch of random stuff.
Well, I
So,
guess it's like boring president and chaotic.
Sometimes
president.
you gotta improvise some days.
Boring and chaotic podcast.
I know.
It bounces.
So yes. So this is Big Stick Policy podcast episode number 8. Martin Van Buren
Oh,
signing
yeah.
off.